Hello. Today I decided to do a June 2022 reading. Just give you an idea what's going to be happening for the next month. I am doing private readings now. I have had a couple success stories, and so we've got it down to where we know what to do now. I just have you email me and give me a topic, and I will read on the topic and send it back to you. Email you a link to it. I'll just have you Cash App me to pay. If you are interested, contact me on my social medias or directly on my email, which is in my About page, and I would love to read for you. So far, I haven't had any complaints, so I guess I'm doing something okay. I know what I'm talking about. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, there is my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Amazon wish list to get more decks of cards, to kind of explore a little more. I would like to do a little more readings, but I need a little more variety of cards. Using the same ones all the time, you know how it gets. Anyways, so those will all be linked down below along with all my socials. Feel free to follow me anywhere. I do have Instagram and I do have Twitter. So that being said, readjust this because that's really up there. We're going to get into your June readings. Okay, so what's going to happen for you in the month of June? Let's see what we got coming for this next month. And I'll still be doing the weekly readings. This is just for your June reading. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Coming into some kind of strength here. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. And Queen of Wands. All right. I guess we're going to have to readjust down this way today. I swear I can never get the same camera angle more than once. All right, Two of Pentacles. We're starting off pretty decent. Let's see here. My brain isn't working this morning, so I would just read these, but... Okay, you're going to be juggling. You have a couple life events happening right now. Something's going to happen, and you're going to have to juggle them. It's not anything. You're not going to lose control. You're going to know harmony and everything. This isn't a time where you have to juggle something and it's going to turn out bad. What it is like, say maybe you have to juggle work in a relationship, or work and your kids, or school, or however, it's going to be two things that you have to juggle at once, and you just have to figure out how to make it work. You're going to have to multitask and figure out how to keep, from losing control. You're going to have some ups and downs with your mood just because you're trying to juggle those. Maybe, as example, like spending time with your kids or working. So maybe the ups and downs is the fact that you can't spend the kind of time you want to with your kids because you're always working. So you're going to figure out a way to juggle those two together so things aren't totally overwhelming you. You are about to learn something, whether you want to learn it or not. It's something you've been avoiding. You have something coming that you know is coming, but you've been avoiding it, and you've been putting it on the back burner and trying to ignore it, but it is going to come. Just make sure that when it happens, you make the right decision and you're not trying to manipulate it in your direction, because you're just going to, universe doesn't work that way. It doesn't like to be manipulated, and it could cause something a little worse. But whatever this is, once you deal with the thing that you've been avoiding and trying to ignore, once you deal with that and you don't try to manipulate it your direction, you're going to reap the rewards. You have rewards coming. So the beginning of the month, it looks like you're kind of trying to figure out how you're going to juggle your life, how you're going to get things to work better. So it's going to be about dealing with the things you've been avoiding and kind of just trying to decide if you want to juggle those anymore, if you want to cut down hours at work, if you want to spend more time with those you love. I mean, it's just going to be that. You can't avoid it anymore. It's a decision you have to make. It's reaching a point where you have to make that decision. And then when you do, you're going to get the rewards. Just don't try to make things work in a way they shouldn't. Don't try to manipulate them your direction. Things have a way of working out with the universe. You just have to let the universe help you. And sometimes we got to deal with something that scares us and we're avoiding. Because you try to manipulate it, there could be trouble with your finances. You're spending too much time trying to figure out how to make this situation work for you, that you're not seeing what's actually going on, and you're spending the effort on the wrong things right now, where you need to concentrate on the better outcome of that. You need to not worry about how to make things bend your way, but instead how you can work with things, make them work out better. Yep. Again, it's telling you, do not avoid. Whatever this is you're avoiding, you're going to realize at the beginning of the month that is something you have to deal with, and you have to quit avoiding it. So, I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do. Maybe it's a big decision you've been avoiding. Maybe someone wants you to move away with them. Maybe someone wants you to get married and you've been avoiding it because you're not sure it's going to work out. You got to figure out how to make things work out. Stop avoiding whatever this issue is, or you're going to have a loss of some kind if you don't. So just deal with whatever is going on right now. June is going to be about making decisions that affect your life and dealing with things that you haven't wanted to deal with. I think things maybe you even lied to yourself about that you didn't want to deal with. So just kind of take a little bit of time. Try to figure out how you can juggle your life, how you can make things work better for you without manipulating them and making them going away. Yeah, because there's a decision coming. You've got some kind of big decision coming. But when you decide and you go the direction that you need to go and you get these juggled and you make them work out, there's peace and love coming and money. There's just happiness coming. This is family. This is time well spent. Sometimes readers use that as a soulmate card. So if you're looking for love in this suggestion, then it's telling you that once you make the decision and you stop avoiding and you let things in and don't waste the effort on the things you don't need to be wasting it on, then you have this right here. You have that decision to make. And once the decision is made, the direction you could go is all good. Yeah. It looks to me like what you decide in this, when you decide how to make the two sides that are opposing each other work, and you stop the avoidance, you have love and happiness coming. You have family, abundance, money, celebrations. You're going to celebrate with family. You're going to enjoy some time just enjoying yourself and enjoying your family. And you're going to have a new beginning. You're going to start out fresh because you cleared that energy of what you've been avoiding. So don't try to avoid anymore. Just figure out what it is you're avoiding. Deal with it head on. Just face up to it. Come at it. Don't waste time on stuff that is unimportant. Right now, whenever you have to juggle between the couple things that you're struggling with, one of them is going to be more important, and that's what you need to concentrate on. So like I said, if you're struggling between, say, a job and your family, just realize you can't get back the time with your family. You may need to work, but at the same time, kids get older and parents get older and sicker, and you need that time to remember you can't avoid that idea anymore. You can't avoid the idea that someday, those kids are going to grow up and leave home. Someday you're going to move on with your life. It's just, you can't avoid it anymore. So once you realize that and you deal with that, then you're going to move into your abundance, into your family, your happy times, your celebrations, your new beginnings. It's just dealing with whatever that decision is that you need to make that you're juggling right now. Now, put some more on this. I'm debating if you guys would like, I may do a June love reading coming up in the next few days. So just let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. It's always nice to know when you go by months. All right. Express your love. So instead of using it, we're using it in a different way today. This is telling you, go ahead, make that decision. You're not going to make a wrong decision. You know in your heart what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to choose here. Yeah, free yourself from those bad decisions. Free yourself from whatever it is that you're avoiding and you're keeping behind. You need to take back control and run your own life. Don't let, a job or school or bosses or, something run your life. It's your life. So you make the decision for what's going to get you to that happiness and that abundance. And you have to talk to yourself and think to yourself while you're doing this juggling, what is it that, think of the scales like Lady Justice. Which one weighs down more? Which one is more important? And whatever isn't, let it go. I'm not saying quit your job or anything. What I'm saying is cut back on time. Cut back on hours. If you're working overtime or you're doing stuff that isn't part of it, but you feel like you need to do to get ahead, right now, what's more important is spending time with your loved ones and talking to them right now. You've got so much abundance here. You've got love, you've got family, you've got money. And like I said, new beginnings. You don't want to be wasting it on something that makes you feel used up and old. And like life is passing you by. I mean, I spent my kids' entire lives working full time. So I missed a lot of stuff, and you don't want to do that with your life. Yeah. Retreat. Now's the time to retreat. Now's the time to back up, enjoy yourself, and disconnect. And actually, June is for relaxing. June is for you getting to talk to your family, getting to know your family, not necessarily just family, but friends, just yourself, and actually freeing yourself from whatever it is that you've been killing yourself to do. Now's your time to just kind of free yourself and relax. And don't be so worried all the time. Don't be so worked up. You're going to make the right decision. You just need to quit avoiding that decision. And you probably are. There's probably something that you have to do to get ahead and that you need to feel better, but you're avoiding it because either you're scared or you don't trust yourself to do it right. And you just have to just quit avoiding it and do it. Let's see what advice they have for us today. So June, take a little time to yourself, retreat a little bit, enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones. Cut back on whatever it is that is toxic or is wearing you down. Because it's summertime. Well, in some parts of the world, it's summertime. So it's the time to relax with everybody. Yes, have a beautiful day. Relax and celebrate. Yep. Find your new normal. New normal doesn't have to be working yourself to death. Doesn't have to be missing out on important events with your kids or important things with your loved ones. It's time to just kind of relax a little bit and enjoy yourself. Like I said, I'm not telling you to quit whatever it is, but what I'm telling you is find that balance so you can actually have a life again. All right. Now, think of a yes or no question. Now we're going to let it swing. Well, it's circle in the middle, but it keeps swinging towards the yes. So I think it depends on the circumstances of what you do. Whatever your question was, it's the circumstances. So depending on whatever that decision is that you need to make or what you need to cut back on, that's going to be your yes. If you do it properly and, So this has been your June 2022. I hope that that this made sense to you. And that worked out for you. Let me know in the comments. And like I said, if you'd like a private reading, message me, email me. I will find a way to do it for you. I've already done a couple. They seem to have liked them, so I guess I actually know something. So get a hold of me. And if you want to donate to the channel, all links down below. Thank you, everyone, and have a beautiful day.